First off, I want to thank you to the corrections officer that saved my life. Second is I didn't take the drugs willingly. I was poisoned.
Wade Wilson calls his adopted mother one night and tells her he was poisoned by the prison. This comes after we get an update saying Wade Wilson has been transferred to Suwanee CI. Now we all know Wade Wilson is a compulsive liar, but Papa Steve Wade Wilson's bio dad confirms this. He tells Jumpsuit Pablo Wade Wilson was transferred because of disciplinary reasons which would fall in line with him overdosing on drugs in his death row cell. This isn't the only time Wade Wilson has overdosed. It was even mentioned in the sentencing phase and the defense of him having horrible decision-making because of these overdoses.
Let's get to that. YouTube Streets Podcast, man. New Age plug. You did it again. You already know what it is. We got DVS stuck in the system in the house.
And plug, you know, the one and only. How you feeling?
We podding, y'all. We podding. Feeling all right. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean, we got a lot of clickbaiting going around.
There is. I see a lot of these YouTubers, man. They're pushing the goalposts.
No, but we started that because we made a thumbnail last year and it said Wade Wilson will die in 2025. Now we came close. The
year isn't up.
The year isn't up.
Through.
It's not clickbait yet, technically. We got months left, but I don't know. We see a lot of people saying that Wade is dead, Wade OD'd. Now, on our live stream, you guys can go back. We are the ones that revealed what's going on. We got a message, and I'm going to say who it's from, but we got a message saying, Candy Wilson got a call from Wade because Wade don't have his little black book. So Wade said, this is what Wade is telling his mom, and I think the YouTubers are rolling with something else. They're not really listening to what he's saying, and again, because he is a liar. But Wade says he got poisoned. And it was with fentanyl, and they had to Narcan him again.
Really?
And this is about the fourth or fifth time on the streets and in prison altogether that he's OD'd and needed Narcan.
Man, the body can only take so much, man. The next one might seal the deal.
It's funny, even the doctor in the case that was during the trial, he even brought up the overdoses, saying it might have affected his brain and how he thinks and his, decision making.
Lack of oxygen definitely will, put you in some sort of delirium state afterwards if you don't get everything back working and oxygenated and all that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. He shot the shit anyways. I think that whatever took place, I think it's karma all the way.
Oh, 100%. I think karma comes back in weird ways, and I want to bring this up before we go into this Wade call. But Dog the Bounty Hunter lost a child, right? Recently in the last couple of days, like a stepchild.
Oh, wow.
And I seen White Boy Lockdown Radio says God doesn't like ugly because he's been on Dog the Bounty Hunter's ass for harassing Sebastian Rogers' mother, saying that she has something to do with, because he sided with Seth Rogers. And I thought that was interesting. Is that how karma would work? I
don't think that's the way it works. I think Dog the Bounty Hunter was going for, the righteous cause. I think that first and foremost, the reason why he does this somewhere in his program, and this is a righteous cause to an extent. I guess it is, because every time I see him, he's locking people up first and foremost. That's crazy. But when he's caught them and he's giving them a ride back, gives them a cigarette, gives them a little spiel, tells them, you change your life, and he tries. But I don't think that merits what took place for him, and what took place for Sebastian Rogers' mother, because we all have our, ideas of what took place. She's not free and clear in everybody's book. I don't think. There's a lot of sketchy things that she did that just don't add up for me. But, I don't think the two add up together, Plug. I really don't.
Yeah, well, White Boy Lockdown Radio, he says it's the God doesn't like ugly, and a lot of people agree with him on that. I'm not saying I necessarily do, but it's just it's a touchy thing. And RP to daughter bounty hunter's stepson, man. And I think it was an accidental shooting by the bio dad, which there's no accidental shootings. It's negligence and not preparing your
Negligence is
or
a real thing.
negligence or intention. It's never an accident when it comes to a gun. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I can't get jiggy with that either.
Why you think, dude, gun negligence? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's crazy, right? Because there are some people out there that are so you know, nonchalant when it comes to firearms and doing those sorts of things. Some people think they're cowboys, man. Some people are on the spectrum and definitely own a firearm. Um, but yeah, the first thing you learn in gun safety is you do not point the gun at anyone. You only point it at the floor, and you always make sure that you don't have anything in the chamber, or you don't have a magazine loaded unless you're in action. That's what I've always learned. I don't know. So it kind of deletes a lot of negligence if you just follow those basic things I just said, and that's just basic stuff they teach you. I don't know.
Now, Koberger's sentencing is this week, right? And we just seen Stephen Stern's sentence. We just did a video on that. Uh, but when it comes to we got a lot of stuff going on. The Epstein MLK file, the MLK files. Did they officially get released? Because I feel like they say they do, but they don't. Like, it's weird. Every time they say something gets released, it's really not
This
what it is.
administration is race baiting, and I don't like it, man. They're capitalizing off of all the
Whoa,
demise. Yeah, yeah, this is
whoa!
no
Watch your
bullshit,
mouth
man.
now.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I am a free radical. You better fucking chill out, bro. I speak what the fuck I speak of
Well,
because
it's crazy.
it
It's
means something to me and it has some truth
Are
from what
you
I
one
can
of
see
those
through my
people that
eyes.
every time we get a president, it don't matter if it's left or right, you're just going at them? Because it seems like when a president gets in there, we all should be behind them, no matter what,
Uh,
right? Like, no matter what
eh,
side it is, like, you trying to
nah, man,
make America great. Like, no
that
matter what, like, if a
doesn't.
Democrat went up, he's still our
How are
president,
you
like
making
that.
America great again and you're dividing America? How does that work?
We're getting political.
Yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to. I don't want the views to go down. There's not a lot of political people out there that can understand what we're talking about. So
Well, politics are one thing, prison politics are another thing. And when it comes to Wade Wilson, I don't know what the heck happened. Like, even though that he's telling, like, we're getting his version, but what's the real version? We know Wade Wilson's a freaking liar. So did he OD on purpose? Did he get drugs in on purpose? Did someone make it an envelope and he licked it? Pino says he ate batteries originally. That ended up not being true.
hey, listen. I've been saying this for quite some time. I know that the boys in there, man. I don't know what they're there for, but hopefully they're trying to erase their karmic debt, and they're in there and they're picking at him emotionally and mentally, maybe a little physical every so often, but more mental and emotional. And you know, I think after everything was said and done, they broke him down, says as low as they can bring him. Somebody came in and swooped in and said, "Hey, man, take this, man. You'll feel better. Escape all this, man. You're going through it." He said, "Yeah, fuck it, man." Went in and took it, and it's been a while. You know what I mean? So could have been, that, or it could have been something else. Who knows? But that's my scenario. Because if I was gonna be sadistic with this fuck boy, that would be like, something I would look at.
Yeah, no, you would have had your way with Wade if he was in the New York State Penitentiary, brother.
Yeah, man, it would have been real fun.
You would have had a fun time with him. Now let's get to after the Stephen Stearns thing just went down, and a lot of these cases are done, cut and dry, done. It's just what they're doing in prison now. But YMW Melly looks like it's the biggest case in Florida now, and we might have to cover it. I don't see any, because Sarah Boone, Stephen Stearns, Wade Wilson. There's not a lot of popular cases in Florida. They're summing up now. You got the sheriff Lopez. That might be a big one, because it has something to do with Stephen Stearns too. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We touched on that for a little bit. I'm not really able to connect the two. I think that would be a conflict of interest on the Stephen Stern case. We don't
Oh, you
want
think
that.
it would help him? Yeah, I see what you're
We
saying.
don't
But
want
it's not
that.
at the same crime. A lot of people that have this same embezzlement or online underground gambling crime in Osceola County, their lawyers are ear to ear right now, and a lot of people are gonna be getting out of prison. Let's just put it that way. If they had that crime, you
No,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
his whole arrest record is really fucking tarnished. So anything that he's done with an arrest, they're gonna be going through with a fine tooth comb. So we don't want no mishaps when it comes to this fuck boy. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Salute to the chat. We're talking about Sheriff Lopez. Sorry if we didn't get
And the
into that right
connection
there.
between Stephen Stearns,
Yes.
it could affect. I'm not saying it will, and this is a small percent, but if they really dig into his shit and they go all through all his cases, who say they might find something that might be a reversal for fuckboy stuff, even though he's pleading guilty. You know what I mean? It still would be something. It's a small glimmer of hope for his bitch ass.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. What else is going out there? What's going on in the world, man? What does the chat want us to react to too? That's another thing. I feel like we're the YouTube streets, so we can go
You know what's
anywhere with
pissing me
this.
off, plug? I'm not
What's
gonna
up?
lie.
What's up?
The racial divide, man, and I feel like the
It
prison
starts with
politics.
Carmelo. That starts
Fuck
with
that. No, it
Carmelo and
doesn't. I don't
Austin.
want to hear
Yes,
that
it
shit.
does.
No, no. Listen,
We were
don't
doing
try to
good.
overtalk
We
me,
were
bro.
doing
I'm
it.
saying
No, no,
something
no.
real. No, I'm not. Well, I'm
No, so
talking in general.
fuck your shit,
You don't
dog.
want to
Fuck
hear
your
the
over
truth.
talk
See,
shit.
this is the problem. You don't want to hear the fucking factual because you know where
All
I'm
right, go
going
ahead.
with this, man. The
Go ahead.
prison
Go ahead.
fucking genre of fucking YouTube, TikTok, just the prison genre alone has created more divide than any other genre that I can see in the algorithm. Everybody's
Mm.
using these prison politics on the streets, and it's starting to spill over into everywhere.
Oh, that's what
Segregation
I
from
said
the
with
West,
Carmelo.
segregation from the West Coast politics of the prison system are slowly creeping into mainstream society. Kids are talking jail code and lingo, and they've never been there. I find this to be a little bit more than trying to deter the youth. It's almost inciting the youth and the racial divide amongst all ages. That's all I'm saying. I think this prison system genre is kind of gone for the worst because it's originally supposed to be to deter. Am I fucking lying, or am I
Man, I
making
think
shit
you,
up?
no, I think you're telling the truth, but I also think you contributed to it, but in a little small percentage, not like a whack 100s contribute to, which is on a way bigger scale. But in a sense, I think when you were a product of your environment and you're coming from the system, you're stuck in the system, you're going to speak on stuff that might entice it as well, that people might not take it in the way you want them to perceive it. I'm just saying, and I could go back to the Ian Bick
I'm a
interview where you're talking
realist,
about,
man.
I get it, you're a realist, but sometimes when you're being real, that kid wants to get to your position, so he has to go through the same shit that you went through.
And I can see where you're going with that, and that's not what I'm trying to do either. Because I'm not, because that's what you do when you kind of come out and you tell your story. There's somebody that's gonna say, "Yo, I need to go through all that shit to be just like that guy," and I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to have to go through any of this shit. Just hear what the fuck it is that you gotta avoid, and don't even play the game. Just go directly towards what it is that you need to get to fucking escape the bullshit. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother fucking place. And it is what it is, man. It's just, it's a paradox of bullshit, bro. The system is fucked up.
I
The
can tell
more
you
you
what.
push, the more the resistance is with the system. And you're pushing for good and it's pushing back with bad. You know what I mean? It's a crazy game.
I could tell you we could start locally where we're from and make that better. And then the overall picture of everyone did that. Like we talk about that with politics all the time, vote local and it makes everything better. But when it comes to the prison genre,
Let's get right into this call, man. Wade Wilson thinks he will be free and living in $1 million home. Shout out the phone calls from prison as always. You already.
What did you do for 5 minutes?
My bad, man. I got a phone call, man. People keep calling me.
Yeah, I was gonna start this call, man, and let you jump in, but I know you were talking about the prison system.
Yeah. I was just saying that when it comes to the Florida prison genre, the only thing I could do is not entice the beef somewhere. Like Pino 1090 Jake, you're not gonna like see me like you could keep going and going and going with it. Like Pino is even back down a little bit. Like he needs to just stop. And what it would do, it'll help.
No, absolutely, it'll definitely help. But they have their own genres as well. You got to remember, Peebo Vicky's got his own genre with the telling and the ratting and all that, and that's accepted in his genre. And you got 1090 Jake on his tough guy, jail, big boss kind of feel thing going on, and then retirement. You know what I'm saying? He's bossing it right now. You know what I mean? So people are digging that kind of shit. You know what I mean? But the fighting and the y'all let me try to make you look back. I don't think that's the wave anymore, man. I think that was in the beginning of the genre.
Yeah, I agree, man. Now let's talk about this clown Wade Wilson that almost passed away, according to him.
Almost croaked, man.
A compulsive liar, we're believing.
I have a really good idea too. I'm glad that I spoke to him because this guy's cool. I like this guy. He's all right. So I was actually maybe give me a little bit. So let me tell you something. I wanted to talk to you about this. So think about this.
So Vivian's that character in your favorite TV show
sure
that
I'm gonna
you
go to
just
death row
want that
first
they
before we
like kill off. Like hurry up and kill this woman off. It's like, bro, I dread listening to her. I really do.
Yeah, it's not even a real German. I don't believe. I believe it's all an accent. You know what I mean? It's an accent, hardcore.
I've heard
Disappeal
Israel.
and
I've heard
everything else,
all
right,
kinds
baby?
of different stuff, like where she's from. She's just not entertaining. Like it's just, and it's not phone calls for prison's fault. They getting it, they're dropping it. They're doing a wonderful job, and they're going to be around for a long time. We see phone calls for prison. If you're listening right now, we've seen these little what's it called? Phone calls from calls from prison, right? We've seen these, like, don't pay that no mind, because what you're gonna move the needle no matter what. Like they're coming behind. If they're coming behind you, I would strike them. Honestly, if they're taking your content, no, if they're taking their content straight out and not reacting to it, I would strike it.
Well,
No, what do you think?
I didn't even know what was going. I don't even know what's going on. First
Well,
and foremost,
there's
this was
little
stopped.
there's little channels. There's little channels around acting like phone calls for prison, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's how you know you made it, man. I wouldn't be worried about it, man. I'm just gonna fizzle out. If you're getting attacked, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta buck. I don't know. But sometimes you gotta ignore shit and just let shit fizzle as well. I wouldn't even pay it any mind, because once you get caught up in the soup, man, you're fucked. Respectfully.
So we pretty much can I do think, baby. And so, but let me say something real quick. Here's what I was just thinking about. Tell me what you think. So, let's say I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, but let's say this, right? Let's say you go to St. Augustine with this lady, and you're going to have to make a deposit on the house. You understand? Without what you want, right? This is how it works, right? So you make your deposit, right? Let's say the house is $700,000, right? Your deposit's going to be something like $7,000, right? Now,
Cap.
if you pull
Not
out,
now. What is this? What is it? 10 years ago?
Well, that's
Wait.
10%. It's really $70,000. But it's 10%. Usually it's 10% with good pay stubs, great credit, no open lines of anything in arrears of anything, whether it be anything, then you can move forward. But it's usually 10%, and I believe 10% of $700,000 is $70,000.
Wade's trying to get Vivian caught up in Alligator Alley or Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah, he's a fucking fool.
Buying the house, though, you say, hey, nah, I changed my mind. I don't want to buy a house. You're going to lose that $7,000 deposit. Do you understand? That's how that works.
He's trying to get her over to America without a green card, bro.
On the 27th, right, baby? And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to death row. So if that's the case, that's the St. Augustine. But let's say for some reason, if that doesn't happen, I get life, right? And we don't want the house in St. Augustine. You're going to lose that $7,000 that you put on the deposit for the $700,000 house. Or an $800,000 house that's $8,000. So if you pull out,
this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, he's a fucking dumb.
To lose that money. That's what you're.
Yo, shout out to my boy Jukes, man. Rest in peace, man. This kid was 16, man. He studied the real estate law and all that. And this is way before any kind of technology and the internet or anything like that, man. He was selling houses and taking off with deposits, man. 16 years old, man, with suits and briefcases. All he did was study a book.
And lose. I just was thinking about that. Now, I wanted to say something. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if you have this in Germany. Maybe, maybe not. I wasn't really thinking about this, but this is not a bad idea. This is not a bad idea. It's better than the hotel, cheaper than the hotel, right? And in the meantime, it could feel like kind of like a home because it is a home. So in Germany, have you ever heard of something called Airbnb?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yo, she says nothing, bro. He talks to himself all the time. She just puts on a little bit of the German accents, and then she just woos him. She got him, and he's talking like he's really international. Fucking
I guarantee you, DBS, they threw a party at Lee County Jail when he left, all the COs, because they don't have to hear this shit. That shit's loud. I know it's echoing. I know everyone can hear it around them.
Well, I know that the COs that had to listen to the calls and document this and write things down and do timestamps. That's what they were doing. They were sick of the shit, man. Especially when he started getting freaky on them calls. A lot of them calls got disconnected through the COs, man. Somebody was actually on his line every time he got on the phone.
Yeah.
Listen, so here's what I was going to talk to you about. If we buy our house in St. Augustine now, or we put the deposit down, and then we pull out of the house because I don't get death row and I go somewhere else, but we don't want a home there, right? Because I'm 6 hours away or something else, right? You're going to lose that $7,000. So
the way he's talking right now, even though he's trying to scam the shit out of her and get her to send him money and all that, he should be talking like this with fucking Jesse to see where that money's going. Because are you talking all this crazy shit with this broad? What's going on with the real money that you already got in your account? What's going on with the fun lead? What's going on with everything else that's taking place while you're distracted by Vivian?
I know for a fact, DBS, that we might have been able to see the Funly and all that, right? And we might have been able to see her give money to Ufferman, but we don't see where them PayPal payments. Like, come on, you know what I mean?
Come on. There's always spillage,
uh,
man. And that's why I said while he was concerned about trying to hustle this broad, she was making sure that everything else was lined up because she already had people and doing with her thing, and then she passed them off like Alexandria and all the other one, and to distract him so she could do other shit. Because I know she was raking it in through the PayPal's and all that. There was definitely side organization where she had Wade Wilson, this or two Wade Wilsons. There's got to be, bro. Allegedly, satire.
is it better for us to stop doing that now? And what if, I'm just saying though, let's think about this. And then what if you got an Airbnb, baby? Because I was just talking to the officer too. I'm cool with him. He's a pretty smart guy. And Airbnbs are cheaper than the fucking hotel.
Yeah,
and it's like a real house. It's all yours, basically. You don't got to meet nobody. You don't got to see nobody. You just do it on the thing, and then you go there.
Yeah, that's true.
Now,
that's true.
Right? So now, if you were to do an Airbnb until court on the 27th, you could maybe say in the Airbnb it's cheaper than the hotel. It's more feeling like a home than a hotel, right? And spend less money.
Oh, he's trying to budget so he can get the chunk of the money, but still have her at court. Man, this is crazy. This is wild, man. He thinks he's some kind of alchemist.
I mean, if we do that, then we wait for the 27th. Then if I do get death row, then you go buy the home. But then again, at the same time, if I do end up getting death row and we don't have the home, then you're in an Airbnb. If I do still get death row, then you look for a home, but then it's going to take some time to buy it, like a month. So would you rather?
Yo, it would take about a year for closing. This broad ain't got nothing. She can't get. Come on, man. They're gonna have to do that.
That's what I was trying to say, bro. He's trying to get her over here and then she don't even have a green card. And at the time of the administration change, she would have been in alligator Alcatraz. Wade almost got Vivian jammed up.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I never thought about it like that, right? I might be veering just a little bit. I'm gonna get back on track. But I've never seen any women inside of these goddamn migration camps. I always see men, never the women. So where are the women? Are they actually in the same prisons, just separated?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking
What
about
women?
alligator.
What? Oh, they're all together, bro.
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
something I was just thinking about.
yeah.
Excuse me.
There's been babies made there already.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Or would you rather take the risk of losing the 7,000, or would you rather wait in an Airbnb and see what happens at court, and then you have to wait a month though to get home?
Yeah, that's right, baby.
So we have to, whichever one of you think would be more worth it. I'm not sure. That's what I was going to talk to you about.
No,
I mean,
it's not a bad idea, baby.
Airbnb is not a bad idea, but then I don't want you to be.
It's not a bad idea, baby. Yo, bro. This is crazy, man. The fact that he can't see or tell that, like, this is not a person that really is who she's saying she is. How can you not see or you know what I mean?
She's nobody. She's like the most important person in this whole thing.
But she's nobody at the same time.
Stuck in an Airbnb when I go to the death row place, and guess what though? Guess what you could do though? This is really not a bad idea. If it takes a month to buy the home, right?
Man, he's got his skirt on all the way, man, for this $70,000, man. Jeez. The money has got him geeking.
Well, then for a month, you're just in an Airbnb in St. Augustine. You could get an Airbnb there.
Yeah,
right?
true.
It's not like you're going to be stuck over here.
I ain't gonna lie. St. Augustine's got the best Airbnbs in Florida. I don't know how he knows that. They're in the Keys, but they got like tree houses and stuff, like crazy ones, and it's an old town, one of the oldest towns in America.
Well, you got to remember, he has a burner phone, so he's still talking to people.
Oh, in Lee County, yeah, he probably. I mean, he had some people send him some money. It's a possibility. I know he's had one at one point. I mean, there's got to be a point he had one. Somebody, hooped it.
Yeah, some way, somehow.
A different Airbnb.
A flip phone. A chocolate.
I mean,
that's a brick, man. That's wild.
Listen, the lady that
the
came
Nextels were a brick.
Okay, she's been doing this shit like for a long time, right? What she does is shit like that. So I'm gonna tell you what she said, right? Okay. I asked her, I'm like, Wendy, what do you think? You think this judge is gonna give me death row right now? And I was like, Wendy, just fucking tell me the straight answer. Like, don't hesitate, right? And she did. So she said, yeah. She said she thinks he is because this judge, baby, guess what? This is this judge's first ever death penalty case that he's ever had, ever.
I don't think that's the reason why you got the death penalty, you fucking idiots. The reason why you got the death penalty is because you murdered 2 innocent women and then try to make a conspiracy like somebody else did this shit. You fucking retard.
Ever. My judge, this judge. I'm the first death penalty case he's ever had, baby.
Judge Thompson.
Ever.
Judge Thompson.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I can't believe anything Wade says, but it might have been.
I think Judge Johnson did the right judgment and did the
Thompson.
right thing. Oh, sorry.
Well, the jury at the end of the day, the judge just goes by because the jury, when the vote goes in and it comes out, 7-3, 9-3, it was a 9-3 and then 11-2, right? So yeah, he has to go with the jury. I mean, sometimes they don't, but you're really going against justice when you're doing that. That's why we have a jury. He should be worried. This is why people like him are idiots, bro. The judge does the final ruling, but it's the jury that puts you away. It's the jury and it's the family that made sure the death penalty stuck. They didn't show no remorse, just like you didn't show no remorse.
Yeah, I think it's all about what the judge allows at the end of the day as well. When it comes to, him even leaving the death penalty on the table, it just lets it be known that, however this rules, if the jurors decide to fucking hot shot your ass, I'm all for it.
He had no defense, though. He didn't even come with that theory during this whole thing.
But the thing is, there is no defense on what he did. He admitted to this in the very beginning, bro. This is something that he just stretched it out, used taxpayer monies. Everybody uses this as a spectacle. We're right here on the YouTube streets talking about this shit almost 2 years later.
1 year later, because look, July 31st, we had a video out on Wade around this time.
Okay,
our first video.
It feels a lot longer than what it is, but the fact is, we're still talking about this fucker, and he did this knowing that he was guilty, knowing that this would be a spectacle. You know what I mean? This is something that, is gonna go on for a very long time until he dies and gets the hot shot.
And then they still would have documentaries and movies about him and stuff.
That's sick.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, me personally, since the jury said death, you know what I'm saying, and since this is his first ever death penalty case, you know what I'm saying, I don't think he's going to go against it. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to do it. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. And, I mean, Wendy's, the lady that works for me, she said the same thing, obviously. She said it. So, but, again, I already told you what else she said, though, like, type shit. Is like, she's like, yo, with the appeal lawyer, good appeal lawyer, she's like, not only can you easily get off death row real quick, you can get life, but then she's like, you have a lot of space to play around in this case. Basically, play around, like, you know what I'm saying, baby? Like, get the fuck off this shit.
What does it mean?
What?
You have a lot to play around. What does it mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was my definition. She said it a little differently, but what I'm basically saying that she said, and I already know, baby, is basically play around in the case. What that means, basically, baby, is, like, get off. Like, with a good lawyer, you got a lot of room to play around in the case. Like, nothing in the case is solid. Nothing in the case is concrete. Nothing in the case is solid. There's a lot of holes. There's a lot of holes in the case. With a good lawyer, you can play around. You get in them holes and shit. Yeah.
There's nothing there. This is delusion. This is where they should have presented, if they really wanted to do like some sort of mental health, I guess, mercy call for him not to get the death penalty, they should have definitely used the fact that he's delusional and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Like that, baby.
That's a good point.
That, baby. And get off. Yeah, that's even she said that. Yeah, even she said that. I think everybody knows that. Just with a good lawyer, get off.
This is crazy. Nobody in their right mind would ever say, yo, what he's saying for his case is something that he can get off on. The facts are the facts, and it is what it is. If this case had loopholes and not bullshit conspiracy theories that you made up because you were trying to fucking throw everybody off to make this shit a spectacle, you would know.
I just got a text message.
Oh, yeah? By who?
I don't know who this is.
What's said on the text message, plug?
It says that Wade just trolled everybody.
I think that's what he did from the very beginning. He even trolled himself.
It's just random. We're doing this offline, right? And then I got this call.
What else? Well,
This shit, So, but anyways, baby, I think for now, on the 27th, I think the judge, baby, is
text. I'm blown away.
with the death thing. You know what I'm saying? It's his first death penalty case. You know what I mean, baby? It's his first one he's ever had. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Yeah.
He's not going to want to be like, no. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to look bad, I don't think. He doesn't want to look bad, baby, in front of everything. I don't know, though.
Mm-hmm.
Baby?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
What? No, what are you? Are you falling asleep?
No. I was crying.
what the fuck is he talking about? Hello? What?
Nah, I'm just like, I don't know. That's what I'm just thinking. I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about.
He's just called like a panic attack, like a little manic episode.
Rewind that back.
Baby,
Yeah. Yeah.
are you okay? Are you okay?
Whoa.
No, what are you? Are you falling asleep?
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
What the hell is that about?
Whoa. Whoa.
No.
Whoa, that wasn't a German no. That was a nah. That was a Jersey nah.
Crying.
Oh shit! You still think that's Jesse, huh?
Nah,
Were you
it's
crying?
it's one
She's
of
double
those Jersey
dipping.
chicks. There's somebody over there on the East Coast, Jersey Shore shit, Staten Island. Can't remember who it is right now. Chat knows.
Were you crying?
Yeah.
Baby, hey, everything's gonna be cool. Don't worry about that death penalty shit at first. It's
Don't
okay.
say it. Don't say everything will be cool. Don't say that. Like it's heavy, baby. It's not just let you. I just don't want to lose you.
All right, well, it's not okay, but everything's gonna be all right.
I know.
It's not okay, but everything's gonna be all right. What the heck?
Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, when you want to send out money, man.
All right? It's not okay, but everything's gonna be all right.
I know.
Okay. All right. All right, baby. All I know is this. I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yeah.
As long as I got you by my side in my life.
Yeah, this
Okay,
song, this
listen, bro.
reminds me of a drunk person, somebody intoxicated off of some like hooch or some sort of like.
Yeah, the fentanyl, bro. I don't know. I just want to tell you something though. I can only do him in little packages. So can we stop right here? I just can't. I can't do no more of it.
I'm feeling nauseous as it is, anyways, and my mind is racing too much because I know that Vivian is not who she says she is. But we'll leave that to another day. Also, got to move the car. So
I'm sorry for talking over in the beginning. It's because I was getting call. It was like weird, bro. I was getting so many calls. I was messing up the stream. My bad, chat. Phone calls from prison. Thank you. DBS. Thank you. Chat. Thank you. We'll be back.
Yep. Everybody have a good one. Take it easy. Stay humble. Stay responsibly dangerous. And yeah, boy, 1080 Jake. Don't take my shit, man. Fuck up out of here, man.
What do you mean? Wait, hold on. Before we go, I gotta hear this. Wait, what are you talking about?
Stay dangerous is my shit, bro. Fuck out of here.
Stay dangerous. Oh, I think the NBA YoungBoy used to say that.
Listen, man. I gotta go. I'm out of here, man.
All right.
A lot of y'all got ran off of YouTube, but we still here. A lot of y'all bitches did that voodoo, but we still here. A lot of y'all got ran off of YouTube, and we still here. A lot of y'all bitches doing that voodoo, but we still here. Yeah, I know you crying right now, baby girl, I can't tell those are real tears. Everybody knows that Rockwell's still doing those emails, yeah, she real weird. And I know that you're running for Wade, but that boy queer. Do it out of fear. Everybody knows that they running out of time. Everybody knows that the end is near. Boy gonna fall off like a wave wife. Kill him again, then bring him back to life. Boy fight women cause he can't fight. Ask his boyfriend, he ain't tight. He gives him a smooch, he drinking the smooch. He drinking one line, he might just pass out from the pint. Said he got fentanyl from an envelope. What you think that he got passed through a kite? Homie needs to die like Charleston White. Judah Carlson dance on the same graveyard. Yeah, I do that shit in middle of the night. Security guard saying, Dylan, you alright? When Wade dies, I'ma go on vacay. Man, my whole family gon' take me a flight. Tell Quarterine that I got a quarter on his head and we can do this shit, yeah, it's on site. He gonna fight, he ain't really about that. He just like to talk while he's online. He ain't never outside. He ain't never outside, I put it on God. You got a better chance to get way to take off your pants and suck you in the pot. They say Rose got the fish on the dish, and I swear to God that bitch smell like car. Your hubby's at work, but you talking away. You stupid ass bitch, go do your job. Hang up real quick, get off of the killer's dick and go raise your goddamn kid. He on the Fetty right now, nodding off Vivian on the phone and she rubbing it out. Cooking teeth in his mouth with a smile. He just tell his girls that he's gone for a while. He be home, he be going to hell. All these voodoos and all of these spells got me holding my head. I ain't doing too well, I ain't doing too well.